Good morning, everybody. How are we all today? Got the lovely Eliza joining us today for our class. Today's class, by request from this crazy lady, is a strengthening and lengthening. So I think it's a pretty much intermediate to advanced class, but I'll be offering modifications throughout. If you don't feel you're at that level yet, don't worry, you can still join the class. Come and challenge yourself, push yourselves a little bit harder today. We're going to start, we're just going to stand up, we're going to do some shaking for a few minutes, just to wake up our body, every part of our body, just by shaking. We're going to have a fast flowed class today. We're going to be sore tomorrow, I can tell you that. Just warming ourselves up. Bouncing from the knees, your feet out wide to hold you grounded. Let your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists loose. Feeling your body and your muscles bouncing as you shake. You can go down if you want to feel your back stretch out. You can keep bopping. You can start moving from your hips, from your chest. You can do some circles with your chest and your rib cage. Just warming ourselves up organically here. Don't stop moving. You can go faster if you'd like. You can bounce slowly. Feeling where your body might want to stretch out and warm up. We've got some bit more upbeat music again today to keep our flow alive. Give yourself a big shake now. Straighten out your legs, bending one knee then the other really fast, doing that little Shakira shake. Feel all of your good bits wobbling. Let your bum go, let your belly go, let your tuck shop lady arms go. And find stillness. Feel that electricity moving through your body now. Your heart might be beating a little bit faster, you might have tingles up and down your arms and legs. We're going to start at the front of our mat now. We're starting in chair pose. So toes together, heels fist width distance apart. We're going down into chair pose. So knees together, arms up tall, tucking our tailbone under, belly button to spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, hand to heart, sink a little bit lower. Take an inhale. Exhale, turning ourselves to the left. Taking our elbow over to the outside of our left knee, focusing here on keeping our knees and our toes towards the front, trying not to twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, stepping the right leg back into a high lunge, keeping our arms where they are, finding our twist to the left. Take a breath here. On our next inhale, we're bringing that right leg back up into our chair with our twist. Holding ourselves nice and strong here. Exhale. Inhale, hands back to center and let go, arms out long, back into our chair. Take a full breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, taking our twist. Keeping our belly button to spine, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, stepping that left foot back into our high lunge. Holding strong through our body here. It might be a little bit wobbly and that's okay. Take an inhale. Exhale, stepping that left foot back up into our chair. In our twist. Inhale, back up, hands to heart. Exhale, let go into our chair. Very good. Straighten our legs, take a forward fold. Straightening one leg and then the other. Just warming up down the back of our legs now. Beautiful, we're doing that again. Sitting back into our chair, arms up long. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, turning to the left, taking our twist. Exhale, stepping the right leg back. This time, inhale, up to a high lunge. And just lower that back knee, just hovering above the ground. If you're wanting a bit more beginner class, drop that back knee. Completely up to you. We're staying here. Pistol gripping our fingers together. Take an inhale. Exhale, pointing down to the left, to the ground. Focusing here on keeping our knee directly to the front. We don't want to twist our hips. Knees and hips to the front, pointing down. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right, keeping everything to the front. Inhale, back up. Lower the back knee, exhale. We're taking a twisted stretch here. Right hand comes down to the back of the right leg. We're stretching up and over. Pushing yourself forward, deepening that lunge. Inhale. Exhale, swapping hands. Stay in your low lunge. Swapping hands over, rotating that stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand to knee, right hand swoops back. We're grabbing our foot, pulling that heel into your bottom and lowering ourselves down a little bit more. Feeling that right hip flexor opening up. Keeping ourselves nice and tall through the spine, chest open, neck long. From here, we're going to plant our palms, and our left leg is going to swoop up and back, so that leg is not touching the ground. From here, we're pointing our left toe to the back. We're balancing on our right knee. Our right toes are going to rest on top of our left knee, and we are going to bend into a half push-up, coming into our stag lotus pose. So we are going down, pushing ourselves up. Beautiful. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, lowering down, keeping both feet pointed, just touching your chest and your nose to the ground, pushing back up. Inhale, one more. Up we go. From here, that left foot is planting sideways onto the ground, and we are shooting our right leg forward, our fallen triangle pose, balancing on our right arm. Feel the strength here through your obliques and your transverse abdominals, just resting that right toe on the ground. Beautiful. Take an inhale. We come back to plank. We're going to take a vinyasa, rocking forward and back a few times, chaturanga dandasana. Exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, and crack downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Very good. We're going to generous bend in our knees here, looking forward in between our hands. Hop, step or jump up to the front. Take a forward fold. Relaxing the upper body now. You can intertwine your arms and just hang. We're going to step our feet in together, toes together, heels apart, getting ready for our chair again. We're doing all of that on the other side. Inhale, sweeping our arms up, finding our chair, tailbone tucked under, knees squeezing together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, we're turning to the right, elbow coming to the outside of that right knee. Exhale, stepping back into our high lunge. Holding here for a moment, take a breath. Exhale, we're dipping that left knee down, not touching, just hovering. If you're a beginner, feel free to lower that knee. And coming up into our high lunge with the bent back leg. Pistol gripping the fingers together, pointing up to the sky, shoulders down, neck long. Inhale. Exhale, dropping that point down to the right. Knees facing the front, hips facing the front. Try not to twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, pointing down to the left. Inhale. Exhale, we're lowering that knee to the ground. Take an inhale, sink a little bit deeper into our stretch. Exhale, the right hand is coming to the inside of the left leg. We're taking a twist and leaning back. Exhale. Inhale back up to center, swapping arms, twisting to opening to the left. Inhale back up to center. Right hand to right knee, left hand swoop back, grabbing the top of our left foot and sinking deeper into our stretch here, pulling that left foot into the glute. Feeling that deep stretch in our hip flexor. Take an inhale and exhale. Release that foot. Hands come down to the ground. We are swooping that right leg back. It's not touching the earth. We're pointing that toe out to the back. Our left big toe is off the ground and touching the top of our right knee. We're going to take a few of our push-ups here in our stag lotus pose. So take an inhale. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down we go. We'll do one more like this. Exhale. Back up. Beautiful. Planting the inside of that right foot parallel on the ground. We're shooting out our left leg into our fallen triangle. You can have your gaze down to the ground or looking up to those right fingertips. Take an inhale. Back to plank. Take a vinyasa. Very good. I'm already sweating. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a moment here to pedal it out. Take a few deep breaths. Stretch through the back of your arms. You can pulse your chest back and forward. Shooting your tailbone up to the sky. Take a big breath. We're going to bend our knees generously, looking up to the front, jump, step or hop, find your forward fold. Sway side to side or any organic movement that feels good for you right now after that little sequence. We're going to bend our knees and slowly drop our bottom down to the ground. Rolling down with control now onto our backs. So lowering down, the slower you go, the better it is. All the way down, spine, shoulders, neck, head. Find a relaxing pose. Take an inhale, full body stretch. Pointing your fingers and your toes as far away from you as you can. We're bringing the right leg up to the sky. Grabbing a hold wherever you can today, behind your calf, your thigh, your calf, your ankle, or your foot, up to you. You can flex or point, depending where you want to feel that stretch today. You flex, you get more behind the back of your leg, you point. You'll probably be able to get the leg a little bit closer, but the front of your shin and your ankle will be stretching, so find what feels good for you. Left hand reaches to the outside of the right leg, wherever you can grip, and we're going to turn to the left. Taking that leg to the ground if you can. Right arm out long. Find your twist. Take an inhale, bring it back up to center, keeping that leg straight, using your obliques, the outside of your glutes. We are swapping hands. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot, or ankle, or calf, and we are going to turn ourselves onto our left side body. So engaging your core here, we're going to twist over onto our hip, arm comes underneath our head. Very good, finding that side stretch. We're going to release the grip of our right foot, place that hand on the ground, toes pointed now for this one. We're going to do some drops of our leg. 1, 2, just lightly touching our left foot when we get to the bottom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hover that leg just above the left. We're not letting it drop yet. We're going to do little pulses. Keeping that toe pointed, keeping our core engaged, keeping our ourselves nice and long, trying not to wobble through our torsos here. A few more just like this. Rolling onto our backs now. Bringing our heels close to our bottom, pushing ourselves up into a bridge. Tucking our shoulders under our spine. We're lifting that right leg up to the sky. We're going to drop it to the ground. Keep pushing from our hips. Hips up to the sky. You can put your hands there if you need some assistance. Otherwise, pushing away with that left heel. We're dropping the leg. Tap the floor with the heel. Up we go. 2, 3, 4. We're just doing 5. Pointing that leg back up to the sky. Dropping it down. Lowering from the spine until our tailbone hits last. Bringing ourselves in. Nice little hug. You can lift up. We're doing that again on the left. The legs out long, arms up tall, full body stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, left leg up to the sky, grabbing where you can today. One leg might be different to the other, and that's okay too. Doesn't need to be perfect. Finding this stretch, breathing deep. Toes flexed or pointed. Swapping hands now. The left hand comes to the inside of that left leg, ankle, foot, and we're going to twist ourselves up onto our right side body, finding balance, keeping that leg as straight as we can. Finding that side stretch, pulling that leg as far away from the other leg as you can. It's harder on this side. And then we let go. We're doing 10 leg drops. Left hand planted to the floor. Find your balance, engaging your core. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just lightly touching our feet together when we get to the bottom. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Letting that leg hover. We're doing light pulses now. Keeping everything engaged, keeping that bottom leg straight and pointed. Keeping ourselves strong through the core and our back muscles. Rolling now onto our backs, heels close to our bottom, pushing ourselves up into our bridge. Here we go, tucking our shoulders underneath, pushing away, lifting that left leg up to the sky. Using your hands if you need a little assistance. We're doing 5 drops. 1, 2, pushing your hips up as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, dropping that leg, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae until our tailbone hits, coming up into a little ball, finding your stretch. You can rock side to side. From here we're pointing our feet out long. We're pushing ourselves up with our hands. Fingers facing towards our body now. Directly behind us, pointing our toes. We're going to lift our hips and our bum up towards the sky. So seeing if we can push up enough that our toes touch the ground. We can drop our head to the back. Big stretch down the front of our shoulders. And release. Sitting up tall, inhale. Take a forward fold. Now from here, we're going to take ourselves into a vinyasa. However that means for you, we're going to plant our palms and jump ourselves back to a plank. However you want to do it, it's up to you. Chaturanga Dandasana, taking a few rocks back to front, lowering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out now. Doing a nice stretch down the back of your legs and your glutes after those bridges and those pulses. Lowering down into tabletop now, finding our strong 4 points to the ground, our palms and our knees. Stay here if you're a beginner. If you're wanting to challenge yourself today, we're going to come back up into a full plank. Otherwise, you can do it on your hands and knees. We're going to lift one arm and one leg. Our left arm shoots out, right leg goes back. It's harder than it looks. Go down onto your knees if it's all right with you. Otherwise, if you're advanced, you can practice the plank. Good challenge for ourselves, keeping everything engaged. Lower down onto your knees now, well done. Shooting that left arm back up and that right leg out, a lot easier from here. Keeping everything engaged, our drishti down to the earth. We are going to take our arm and leg out wide, both out to the side. Keeping everything engaged. Holding here, take a breath. Exhale, left hand is coming to the ground, right hand is lifting. We are taking a half moon on the ground. Keeping that right leg straight, out and long. Right hand up to the sky. If you want a little bit more, take your gaze up to those right fingertips. See if you can balance. Pushing that right hip forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, back down we go. Let everything go. Push back into a baby child's pose. Rocking yourself side to side. I'm definitely using some muscles I haven't used in a while. Don't know about you guys. Take an inhale, pushing ourselves back up into our tabletop. So going into plank if you're advanced and you're wanting to try the balance. Let's give it a go on the other side. Right arm shoots out, left leg shoots back. Dropping your knee if you need some assistance, if you're a beginner. Challenge yourself today, but don't hurt yourself. This is something I'm not too good at just yet, but we're going to try. Good. Coming back down onto your knees if you are up on the plank. Leaving those arms and legs out strong now. We're going to take an inhale and open up to the outside, bringing that right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Keeping your core engaged, try not to grip through the jaw or the brow. Take an inhale. Exhale, right hand plants to the ground, opening up into our half moon. Finding balance here. Pushing our hips forward. Trying the gaze up to the fingertips if you'd like a little bit harder. Keeping our neck long. You guys are doing so well. Take an inhale. Exhale, down to the ground, push back into child's pose. Holy dang. Me too. Alright, we're going to just take a breath, open up our knees wide, extended child's pose now. Toes together, reaching forward. Bending from the elbows, making a little shark fin up and over our heads, stretching out our triceps here. Walking our elbows to the front. Letting our chest fall down. Hands back to the earth, bringing our knees in. We're pushing ourselves forward into a cobra. So from tabletop, we want to lower first from our elbows, taking our head and our nose touching the earth, then slowly pushing ourselves through our chest, straightening out our legs, up into cobra. So finding what feels good for you today. If you want to stay in baby cobra, go ahead. If you're more intermediate, go up to cobra. If you are advanced today and you're practicing, you're welcome to do this in upward facing dog. This is a pose for a strong back muscles, so find where you feel good today. We are pushing ourselves up. And what we are doing is releasing one hand up to the sky. Into making a bit of a, what would it be called? A one-handed upward facing dog, I guess.
Three-legged dog.
Yeah, who knows?
Three-legged up dog.
And keeping everything engaged, drop that hand, try the other one. See where you're feeling this today. We don't want to be hurting. If it's too much for you, come down into your baby cobra. Just try one arm and down, and the other arm and down. This is big in our back. If it's hurting your lower back, open your legs up a little bit wider, but keep those legs pointed and strong. One arm and then the other. Following following your breath. Not holding our breath today. If we hold our breath, we're causing tension and we're hurting our muscles. So finding your pose today. One more on each side. Lowering yourself down nice and slowly. Pushing yourself back into child pose again. Taking a counter bend here for our spine. Feeling that stretch. You can loop your hands back and down and fully relax your upper body. You can rock side to side if you want to loosen up that lower back. Coming back up into tabletop, taking ourselves back down to the ground the way we did just before, bending from the elbows. Nose gently touches the ground, elbows stay close to the body, pushing through, chest scrapes the ground, legs straight up into our cobra, and lower down now, arms out long, toes pointed to the back, forehead to the earth, and just shake your hips side to side. Wiggling your bottom here, loosening up our spine. From here, I want you to bend the right leg, grab hold of that right foot, and see how close you can get your heel to your bottom here. Keeping our head to the ground and our spine straight. Trying to keep our knees together. If you find your knee is pushing out to one side, try and move it back a little bit. If you want a little bit more from here, push your hips into the ground and see if you can lift the knee of that right leg off the ground. Finding that stretch coming through your front of your leg, your thigh, up into your hip flexor. Keeping your knees close together here, not letting that leg go out wide. And lower down. Release that leg, swapping arms, bending the left leg, pulling that heel into your bottom. Keeping everything long, feeling that stretch. If you're wanting a little bit more, keep pushing your knees together, lift the front of that thigh off the ground, pushing your hips into the earth, getting a bit more of a stretch down the front there, all the way down to your knee, and release. Feeling long again, pointing your toes to the front, your fingers to the front, toes to the back, wiggle your bottom side to side. This time we're going to do both legs. So reaching both hands back and around, keeping your forehead on the ground. Grab hold of both your feet if you can, pushing your knees into your bottom, and pushing our feet into our bottom, our knees together. Just feeling what you feel here for a moment. Is this enough for you? Do you feel like you could go a little bit more? If you want to try something a little bit more, I'm going to invite you to bend from the elbows, but not bending out to the side, bending up and back as if you're opening up your chest and your scapula and your shoulder blades are pushing together. You're lifting your chest like that. From here, we're going to push away with our feet from our hands. See if we can come up. You can let your knees part here, slightly feeling your hip bones push into the earth, your gaze down at your mat. Straightening your arms or keeping them bent if you want more of a stretch through the front of your legs, up to you. Take an inhale, so a little bit taller. And release everything, arms out long, legs out long. Wiggle your bottom side to side, forehead on the earth. We're just going to do one more like that. It's a little bit different. So grabbing hold of your feet again. What we're going to try and do here is pulling our heels to our bottom and then letting them slide apart. So we're pulling our feet towards the ground on either side of our bottom. Letting your knees come apart slightly, bending from the elbows. And pulling our heels to the ground on either side of our bum cheeks. If you want to, you can lift up from the chest and the head and use that gravity. So bending from your elbows, keeping your elbows locked in, shoulder blades together. Using your back muscles. How close can your heels get to the outside of your hips? Take an inhale. Release. From here, pushing back into child's pose once more. Up to you if you want child's pose or extended child's pose. I'll leave that decision, up to you, however you feel today, what we've just done. You can rock side to side, whatever feels good. From here, we're taking a vinyasa, pushing up into downward facing dog. Bending generously at the knees, looking forward, hop, step or jump, back to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Step, hop or jump back to plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more like that, bending the knees, looking up in between the hands, hop, step or jump, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, planting the palms. Inhale, hop, step or jump, back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a moment to do whatever you'd like to do here. You want to stretch from your hips. Finding stillness, fingers spread wide, all four corners of the hands and feet rooted to the ground. Trying to keep our weight even now between our feet and trying not to twist our bodies. We are going to take the left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Beautiful. Don't let all of the weight go into the right side of your body here. The right hand is holding our upper body, but our lower body should be evenly distributed. Try and take a twist from here, pulling that left shoulder forward, opening up to the right. Taking a few breaths. Exhale back to our downward facing dog. Other side, right hand reaches through to the left, grabbing the outside of that left ankle, or calf, or thigh, not our knees, but anywhere you can reach today, and try and twist ourselves open to the left. Pulling that right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Beautiful, back to downward facing dog. Taking a vinyasa, bending our legs, looking forward, hop, step or jump to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, planting the palms, forward fold. Inhale, hop, step or jump back into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows in, lowering down, slowly now. Just touching the earth, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. From here, we're coming into a plank. You can stay up on your arms or you can come down to your elbows. Whatever modification you'd like to do today, we're going to do a few hip dips. So wherever you feel you're at, I'm all ready to go on my elbows. Alright, finding a strong plank here, everything engaged. Try not to poke our bottoms in the air, nice and straight, gaze looking down to the ground. We're doing 20. Right hip first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stay hovering. Push yourself back up to plank. We're taking a vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hoi! Is this what you wanted, Eliza?
Yep.
Pedaling it out now, just taking a moment to stretch. Lowering our knees down to the ground, take your extended child's pose, toes together, arms out long. Taking a little shark fin, walking the elbows forward if you feel like you need to stretch out your triceps. Take a breath. Inhaling back up to all fours now. Finding our tabletop position. A few cat cows here, just stretching out our belly. We've done a bit of core. We're going to stretch out our belly. So inhale, dropping your belly down to the earth. Tilting your tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, navel to spine. Sucking in our bellies, pushing away with our hands and our arms. Stretching through our upper back. Inhale, dropping our belly. going to shoot our legs back and we're going to find our cobra. From here, our right leg is going to shoot out to the side. I might come forward if you go back for this one. So finding our cobra, right leg bends. We're making a little bit of a, what do you call that, the number 4 with our legs. If this is where you want to stay, that's enough for your hips, go ahead. Otherwise, we are straightening that right leg out to the side and finding our cobra. So it's kind of like an upward facing dog really, but we're not gonna, if you want more, push your leg up. I'm good here, stretching through our hips. Take an inhale, bending that leg back to the number 4. Exhale, straightening out, lowering down. Take a breath. On the other side now, pushing ourselves back up. Inhale. Bending through the left leg, making that number 4. If you want to stay here, totally fine. If you want to come to your elbows, go ahead too. Otherwise, straightening that left leg. Finding this one-legged, upward-facing dog. Feeling your hips drop. Take an inhale, back to the number 4. Exhale, straightening, lower down. Taking a vinyasa, pushing ourselves back up into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, guys. Bending heavily through the knees, looking forward. Hop, step or jump back up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, forward fold, and I'll just take a moment. Done a lot of work through our arms today. If you want to intertwine your arms, let them hang, bounce a little, you can rock yourself side to side. From here, straightening our legs, just keeping a micro bend in the knee, just so they're not completely locked out. Sweeping our hands up and behind our hips, intertwining our fingers, pushing our wrists together and then letting our arms drop forward and away from our body. Feeling that beautiful stretch through the front of our pecs and our deltoids, letting our neck and our head completely relax. Take an inhale here, exhale, releasing our hands to the ground. Bending generously through the knees. Slowly bringing ourselves onto our bottoms, legs out long. Take a moment here. You might want to fix your top, do a head roll, shoulders, point and flex your toes. Just a moment here. My pecs are going to be very sore tomorrow. I can already feel it. Alright, taking staff pose now. Dandasana. You can move the fleshy parts of your bottom if you need more of a grip, feeling your sits bones rooting down into the earth, placing our hands on the ground directly beside us. From here, we're wanting to just lift our bottoms off the ground, so keeping our feet flexed. Some people with longer arms might be able to just lift themselves right off the ground. I've got short little arms, so I've got to bend forward just slightly. But what we're doing is we're pushing our bottom back and up. This is a core exercise, so keeping our feet engaged. Fingers spread, palms to the earth. We're going to lift. So if you need to put your chest forward, bottom back. Hovering off the ground. Lowering down. Trying to keep our face muscles nice and soft. Try not to grip through your teeth. We're engaging our core, engaging all of our legs. Feet are flexed. We're pushing ourselves up once more. Take an inhale. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Arms up, sitting tall, point your toes. Take a forward fold, just walking yourself as far as you can, let everything hang. Might want to roll out your wrists while we're here if they feel like they've been worked a little bit. Might want to roll out your ankles. Back up to seated. So now we're going to take one balance, one inversion, and one bind. So if you have any of those as a regular practice for you, I invite you to take your own asana. Otherwise, you can follow me and do what I do, but if there's something that you know that you're practicing, go ahead and do that. We're going to start with a balance. So whatever balance that you have in your repertoire at the moment, go ahead and practice it. I'm going to be doing a both big toe pose. So I'm pistol gripping my big toes, I'm bending my knees, walking myself onto my sits bones, and I'm going to be balancing on my bottom with my legs straight in the air. So if you've got your own one to do, go ahead, or you can try one leg and then the other. We're rocking back, sitting tall here, making our spine is straight, our chest is pushing forward, our shoulders are away from our ears, and we are straightening our legs. Keeping our knees pushed together and our heels pushed together. Finding your modification, whatever you are up to in your practice. Woo. Maybe trying something new today that you've wanted to practice, a balance that you've seen done before and you've never got to try. Give it a go. Today is about challenging ourselves. Take one more breath in your pose. And slowly release with control. Don't let yourself just fall out of your balance. Well done. Our next one will be an inversion. So whatever inversion you might have in your practice, if you haven't got one, if you're just a beginner, go ahead and just do a stretch that your body's calling for. You might need to do a bit of a twist. You might want to stretch your arms out. But I've been practicing a headstand pose. I like to do it next to the wall just in case. Do you have one, or do you want to try this?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's move your mat so it's against the wall. Okay. So I will talk you through this one if it's something you want to try, otherwise do your own inversion today. We are putting our elbows on the ground, so I'll face you to do this. Our elbows are going on the ground, and we are going to bend our hands inwards so that our hands are gripping our elbows. Now this is the exact length from our shoulders. So we don't want our elbows to move from this distance. You can intertwine your hands now, but our elbows are going no further out and no further in than where we gripped our hands. That's setting up the base. So do that, plant yourself down, grab hold of your elbows, see where your elbows should be, and then we're going to grip our fingers, making a little cup in our hands for our head. So we don't want any of the weight actually going from our body into our head and into our hands. It's all in our elbows and our shoulders. So constantly pushing our shoulders away from our ears. We're going to step up onto our toes now, just straightening our legs. Now finding here, is your weight in your head and your hands? If it is, pushing away with your arms and your shoulders. Slowly start to walk yourself up, feeling the weight distributing now through the body. You can bend one knee and then the other, finding your balance. If you need to use the wall, go ahead, but remember we're pushing away with our shoulders. Try to push yourself off the wall if we can. Find our balance. Slowly lowering down, and remember, any inversion you do, don't bring yourself back up. Stay in a child's pose for a moment. Let that blood flow out of your head and back into your body. We don't want to get head spins or vertigo. Always take a child's pose after an inversion, and slowly pushing yourself back up. The last thing we're doing is a bind. So we've done a balance, we've done an inversion, and now we're going to do a bind. So a bind is anywhere that you are wrapping your hands around your body and trying to link your hands together in some form of knot. So if you've got one that is in your regular practice, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm doing a bound lizard pose today. So what we do is we come up into a high lunge. If you're wanting to do this one with me, tucking our toes under, high lunge. From here, our shoulders are going to come to the inside of our right leg. We're going to take our right arm up and under that right leg so that our hand is resting on the outside, what if they can see, on the outside of our right hip. Our from here, holding strong in our lizard pose, that left hand is reaching up and around and intertwining our fingers. Our chest and our nose is going close to the ground and we're staying in our low lunge. Awesome work, guys. Holding strong, or good luck if you're trying a new bind, something else you're working with for today. Feeling nice and strong, everything engaged. Take an inhale and release, hands to the ground. We'll go the other side. Well done. So finding a high lunge with the other leg in front now. Standing up tall. We're bringing our shoulders down now inside of our left leg. If you need to use your right hand to bounce you out, no worries. Shooting that left arm under, twisting it and back. The back of the hand on the left hip. Releasing the grip to the ground and finding our bind. Shoulders down to the ground, nose pointing to the earth. Strong through our legs, straight legs. Straight back leg. One more inhale and release. Woo. Well done, everyone. Take a few moments now to just do any last stretches that you want to do for our practice today, and then we're finding our Shavasana. So we've done a lot of different work in a lot of different muscle groups today. We've done a lot of arms, we've done our back, we've done our core, we've done our glutes and our hamstrings. We've done everything, man. So I just invite you to find your own little movements for the moment. Whatever you feel needs to be stretched now. Tuning in with your body. That was an amazing practice we just did. If you're ready and you just want to get straight into your Shavasana, go ahead, grab yourself a cushion, lay down, close your eyes. Because we're nice and warm now, if you're somewhere cold, maybe just grab a blanket and put it on top of yourself. We don't want to cool our muscles down too quickly. We want them to stay warm. And I suggest at the end of this class you have a nice hot shower, drink lots and lots of water, and maybe tonight have a little stretch just before bed. You'll probably be a little bit sore tomorrow. We don't want any lactic acid to build up. Magnesium is great to have a couple of bananas. Whatever we can do to help our body recover from the stretch we just did and the exercise we just did. So I'm going to turn off my light now. I'm going to put on some nice meditation music. And the meditation we're taking today is in honor of our body. For the amazing practice we just did and all that amazing work, our body showed us so much strength. So getting yourself ready. Dimming the lights now. Bringing the camera forward. Finding our Shavasana. If you're just about to start your day and you're feeling nice and energetic, then I suggest maybe you sit for this meditation. If you're wanting to relax down a little bit and just calm yourself after that hard movement, lie on down. So, in this meditation we explore honoring our body. Honoring where we are in each moment and with each breath, and the strength it's just shown us to get through our yoga practice for today. We show gratitude for our body's willingness to show up, to expand, to feel and to grow. We honor our body's duality, its subtleties, its perfection. Taking some deep breaths now together, for the collective and for ourselves. through your body, feeling the work that we've just done, the heat, maybe the sweat that's still on our brow, the muscles that are tingling that have been worked. Instead of trying to shame ourselves into exercising, meditating, or eating right, possibly it's as simple as the matter of giving ourselves some positive feedback and then reminding ourselves of what those behaviors will support in our lives. It's a powerful statement. We all know that eating healthy, doing physical movement, and being outside helps fill our cup and makes us feel incredible. Yet we have to keep on putting conditions and rules and forcing ourselves to do these things, even know that we feel amazing afterwards. Why is that? Know now that there is no need to push yourself to eat healthy and to exercise. When our relationship to our body and mind are in harmony, it will just happen. We do these things willingly and with a sense of gratitude and abundance because we know that our body is our temple and we feel our best when we are in complete alignment. No matter what we may feel or no matter what we may know might be wrong with our body, there is an overwhelming amount that is perfectly right about us at all times. Your body is indeed nothing short of an absolute miracle. Whether you think so or not, please know that it is. Feeling compassion for ourselves can open us to greater compassion for others who are suffering. And empathetic engagement with others can help us to reframe our own experience. So do these things because you love you. Eat well, exercise regularly, meditate, stand in the sun, be in nature. Don't do these things because you think you have to. Do these things because you want to and you know that they change your life. They keep you in a higher vibration of mind, body, and spirit. I want you to repeat after me. You can say this out loud or in your head. We're going to run through a whole bunch of affirmations today on health and happiness, energy, appreciation, staying healthy, healing, good food, all of the above. So just follow me and say this. I am happy to be alive. My life is filled with health and happiness. Energy flows to and through me freely. I radiate positive energy and vitality. Every day is filled with joy and good health. I am excited to start the day. Now, affirmations to energize you. Repeat after me. I am full of energy. I am grateful to be alive. My life is beautiful and amazing. Energy is flowing through me. I am excited and happy right now. I align my intentions with the energy of the universe. I find energy and purpose in my work. Now for healthy eating, repeat after me. I nourish my body with healing foods. I release emotions that are creating unhealthy habits. I choose healthy foods for good health. I only consume foods that are good for me. My body gets all the vitamins and nutrients it needs. I love eating healthy food. I choose to eat healthy food. Now for appreciating our bodies, repeat after me. I am grateful for my body. I respect my body. My body is my vessel. My body is strong and resilient. My body is beautiful just the way it is. I love myself and my body completely. I am confident and comfortable in my own skin. I am grateful for my body's power and strength. Now for healthy aging, repeat after me. I am aging gracefully. I choose good health for my entire life. I take care of my body. I embrace the wisdom of my body. I feel and look youthful. I am grateful for my good health at any age. For staying healthy now, repeat after me. My body is fit and powerful. My mind is calm and at peace. My immune system is healthy and resilient. I radiate confidence, joy, beauty, and health. I nourish my mind, body, and soul every day. I choose health and well-being because I am worth it. My body is in great shape. Lastly, repeat after me affirmations for healing. My immune system is always healing my body. I am working on my health every day and feeling the growth. I am surrounded by healing energy. I feel my body being healed, nourished, and made whole. I have perfect health. Letting all of these beautiful words, statements, affirmations sink in. Knowing that all of them are completely true. Our body will respond to what we feed it. And if we feed it negativity or hatred or disgust, then that's what it will show through our skin and our vibes. Our vibrations will be negative and disgusting. But if we shower ourselves with love and positivity and respect, our body will take that form and we will radiate confidence. We will glow in our beauty and we will be the way the earth intended us to be. An absolute goddess or an absolute god. As long as we feed our mind, body, spirit, and soul the health that it deserves. Deepening our breath now, slowly wiggling our toes and our fingers, bringing ourselves back to the present. Set an intention for yourself today based on today's class and today's words of meditation. What can you do today to bring yourself to your optimal health, to make yourself feel good? Something you know is healthy that you enjoy, that you're not going to force yourself to do or feel like it's work. What's your favorite healthy meal? Make that for lunch. Feel good about it. Feel happy about it. Feel your body respond with the energy it gives you. Maybe you're going to take a bath, put some essential oils in there, light a candle. Maybe tonight you'll be a little bit sore and you'll have a hot shower and then grab the coconut oil and give yourself a beautiful massage. Touch your body. Feel where you've worked today and massage your body. Give it thanks. Slowly rolling to one side now, into a fetal position. Give yourself one last nurturing hug. When you're ready, pushing yourself up to seated nice and slowly. Keeping our eyes closed. Bringing our hands into prayer to finish our time together today. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty, and kindness within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united, we are the same, and we are one. Namaste.
Namaste, Liza.
Thank you for joining me, everyone, and Eliza, for requesting that super hard class.
I'm gonna take a nap now.
Taking that now. Anyway, thank you again, sharing your time, space, and energy with us girlies today. Follow your intention that you set today. Do something to make you feel good, something that naturally comes to you, that's beautiful, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.